اعوذ باللہ من الشیطان الرجیم بسم اللہ الرحمن الرحیم السلام علیکم ویلکم ٹو آن لائن کلاسز آف پاکستان پبلک اسکول اینڈ کالج ڈیئر اسٹوڈنٹس. آج میں آپ کو کلاس 7 کا انگلش کا چیپٹر نمبر 2 ٹیچ کروں گی. چیپٹر نمبر 2 ہے ہمارا کڈنیپڈ. کڈنیپ کے معنی ہوتے ہیں کسی شخص کو غیر قانونی طور پر اٹھا لینا یا غائب کر دینا. یہ چیپٹر لکھا ہے رابرٹ لوئس اسٹیونسن نے. بچوں، یہ کہانی ہے ایک لڑکے کی جس کو غائب کر دیا جاتا ہے، اغوا کر دیا جاتا ہے. آئیے چیپٹر کو سٹارٹ کرتے ہیں. You may have read Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. آپ نے ہو سکتا ہے رابرٹ لوئس اسٹیونسن کی خزانہ جزیرہ پڑھی ہو. کڈنیپ از another of his exciting book. کڈنیپ بھی اس کی ایک اور سنسنی خیز کتاب ہے. You can read them both in simple English language. آپ یہ دونوں آسان انگریزی میں پڑھ سکتے ہیں. کڈنیپ ٹیک پلیس ان اسکاٹ لینڈ. اغوا کرنے کا یہ واقعہ اسکاٹ لینڈ میں پیش آیا. ان دا مڈل آف 18th century. 18ویں صدی کے درمیان میں. when David Balfour was 17. جب ڈیوڈ صرف 17 سال کا تھا. both his parents were dead. اس کے والدین وفات پا چکے تھے. He was given a letter to take to his uncle. اس کو ایک خط دیا گیا کہ وہ یہ خط اپنے انکل ابن ایب نظر who lived in Edinburgh کہ وہ یہ خط اپنے انکل ایب نظر کو دے دے جو کہ ایڈنبرگ میں رہتا ہے. ایٹ دا ہاؤس آف شیوز کے گھر میں. آفٹر واکنگ فار 2 days. 2 دن سفر کرنے کے بعد ڈیوڈ ارائیوڈ ایٹ ہز انکل ہاؤس. ڈیوڈ اپنے انکل کے گھر میں پہنچ گیا. His uncle did not seem very pleased to see him. اس کا انکل اسے دیکھ کر کوئی خوش دکھائی نہیں دے رہا تھا. باقاعدہ کہانی شروع ہوتی ہے The Tower. مینار. انکل ایب نظر took David upstairs to a bedroom for the night. انکل ایب نظر ڈیوڈ کو دوسری منزل پر لے گیا رات گزارنے کے لیے. The bed was so damp that David slept on the floor. بستر گندا تھا اس لیے ڈیوڈ زمین پر سو گیا. He woke early the next morning. وہ اگلی صبح جلدی اٹھ گیا. The bedroom was very dirty. کمرہ بہت گندا تھا. And the windows were broken. اور کھڑکیاں ٹوٹی ہوئی تھی. Uncle ایب نظر had locked the door. انکل ایب نظر نے دروازہ بند کر رکھا تھا. David knocked. ڈیوڈ نے دستک دی and shouted until his uncle came to let him out. ڈیوڈ نے دستک دی اور چلایا جب تک اس کے انکل نے آ کر دروازہ نہیں کھولا اور اسے باہر نہیں نکالا. انکل ایب نظر took him to the back of the house. انکل اس کو گھر کے پچھلی طرف لے گیا. He pointed to a well. اس نے ایک کنویں کی طرف اشارہ کیا. You can wash here. تم یہاں پر غسل کر سکتے ہو. He said. اس نے کہا. After breakfast, ناشتے کے بعد انکل ایبنیزر said to David. انکل نے ڈیوڈ سے کہا. I will do my best to help you. میں اپنی پوری کوشش کروں گا کہ تمہاری مدد کروں. But you must not leave the house of Shapes. لیکن تم شیپس کا گھر چھوڑ کر نہیں جاؤ گے. اور write letters to your friend. اور اپنے دوست کو خط بھی نہیں لکھو گے. David was very angry. ڈیوڈ بہت غصے میں تھا. When he heard this. جب اس نے یہ سب سنا. I would rather go away. میں کسی قدر باہر نہیں جا سکتا. He cried. وہ چلایا. No, no. نہیں نہیں. said his uncle. اس کے انکل نے کہا. Stay here for a day or two. یہاں پر ایک یا 2 دن کے لیے رہو. Very well, then replied David. بہت اچھے ڈیوڈ نے جواب دیا. I will stay. میں رکوں گا. He went to his bedroom and tried to clean it out. وہ اپنے کمرے میں گیا اور کمرے کو صاف کیا. He swept the floor and hung the bedcloth out of the window in the sunshine. اس نے زمین کو جھاڑو سے صاف کیا اور بستر کی چادر کو کھڑکی کے باہر سورج کی روشنی میں لٹکا دیا. Uncle Ebenezer spoke very little to David. انکل ایبنیزر نے ڈیوڈ سے بہت کم بات کی. For the rest of the day. باقی تمام دن. But he watched him all time. مگر وہ اسے تمام وقت دیکھتا رہا. They had porridge for breakfast. انہوں نے ناشتے میں دلیا کھایا. Porridge for dinner. کھانے میں دلیا کھایا. And porridge for supper. اور رات کے کھانے میں دلیا کھایا. David's uncle was a miser. ڈیوڈ کا انکل بہت کنجوس تھا. He hated spending money. وہ پیسہ خرچ کرنے سے نفرت کرتا تھا. He ate nothing but porridge. وہ کچھ نہیں کھاتا تھا سوائے دلیے کے. And drank nothing but juice. اور کچھ نہیں پیتا تھا سوائے جوس کے. At supper time. کھانے کے وقت انکل ایبنیزر said to David. انکل ایبنیزر نے ڈیوڈ سے کہا. Will you go to the tower? کیا تم مینار پر جاؤ گے؟ At the end of the house. For me. کیا تم میرے لیے گھر کے آخر میں مینار پر جاؤ گے؟ Here is the key. یہ چابی ہے. Go up the stairs and bring down the chest. سیڑھیوں کے اوپر جاؤ اور میرے لیے صندوق لاؤ. That is at the top. جو کہ سب سے اوپر ہے. Can I have a light? asked David. ڈیوڈ نے پوچھا, کیا میں اپنے ساتھ روشنی لے جا سکتا ہوں؟ No, نہیں, said his uncle. اس کے انکل نے کہا. Keep close to the wall. دیوار کے قریب رہو. You will be quite safe. تم محفوظ رہو گے. David took the key and went outside. ڈیوڈ نے چابی اٹھائی اور باہر چلا گیا. A storm was coming. طوفان آ رہا تھا. And it was very dark. اور بہت اندھیرا تھا. As David opened the door to the tower. جیسے ہی ڈیوڈ نے ٹاور کا دروازہ کھولا, A flash of lightning lit up everything. بجلی چمکی اور اسے سب کچھ نظر آ گیا. After the flash, بجلی چمکنے کے بعد, It was so dark inside the tower. ٹاور کے اندر بہت اندھیرا ہو گیا. That David had to feel his way to the stairs. ڈیوڈ کو سیڑھیوں کی طرف اپنا راستہ ٹٹولنا پڑا. He climbed them slowly. وہ اوپر بہت آہستہ سے چڑھتا گیا. With one hand on the wall. ایک ہاتھ دیوار کے اوپر رکھتے ہوئے. He climbed higher and higher. وہ اوپر ہی اوپر جاتا گیا. And still he did not come to the top. اور وہ چوٹی تک نہ پہنچا. It was not quite so dark now and David wondered why. بہت زیادہ اندھیرا تھا اور ڈیوڈ بہت زیادہ پریشان تھا. Suddenly a great flash of lightning lit up the whole tower. اور اچانک سے بجلی چمکی اور اس نے پورے ٹاور کو روشن کر دیا. ڈیوڈ نے دیکھا that there were no more stairs in front of him. ڈیوڈ نے دیکھا کہ اس کے آگے اور سیڑھیاں نہیں ہیں. If he had taken another step, اگر وہ ایک قدم اور آگے لیتا, he would have fallen to the ground. تو وہ زمین پر گر جاتا. And being killed, اور مر جاتا. The staircase have never been finished. یہ سیڑھیاں مکمل نہیں ہوئی تھیں. ڈیوڈ stood quite still. ڈیوڈ خاموشی سے کھڑا رہا. Trembling all over, اور کانپتا رہا. It was dark again. دوبارہ اندھیرا ہو گیا now. And bats were flying around his head. اور چمگادڑ اس کے گردار گھومتی رہی. He knew that Uncle Ebenezer had tried to kill him. وہ یہ بات جان گیا تھا کہ انکل ایب نظر نے اس کو مارنے کی کوشش کی ہے. ڈیئر اسٹوڈنٹس, ریڈنگ ختم کرنے کے بعد اب ہم آئیں گے ایک سی ایکسرسائز کی طرف. ایکسرسائز میں فرسٹ کویسچن ہے ہمارا کمپریہینشن اینڈ ووکیبلری. اس کا پارٹ اے ہے فنش دیز سینٹینسز بائی ایڈنگ 1 or 2 words. فرسٹ ون ہے ہمارے پاس کڈنیپ begins in Scotland in the middle of the 18th century. Kidnap begins in the Scotland in the middle of the 18th century. نمبر 2 ہے ہمارے پاس ڈیوڈ arrived at his uncle's house in Edinburgh. David arrived at his uncle's house in Edinburgh. Third ہے Uncle Ebenezer took David upstairs to a bedroom. Uncle Ebenezer took David upstairs to a bedroom. Fourth one ہے David slept on the floor. David slept on the floor. His uncle wanted him to stay for a day or two. His uncle wanted him to stay for a day or two. Number 6. David hung the bedclothes out of the window in the sunshine. David hung the bedclothes out of the window in the sunshine. 7. They had porridge for breakfast, porridge for dinner, and porridge for supper. They had porridge for breakfast, porridge for dinner, and porridge for supper. Eight ہے Uncle Ebenezer asked David to bring down the chest from the top of the tower. Uncle Ebenezer asked David to bring down the chest from the top. Question number 2 part 2 ہے ہمارے پاس. Answer these questions. First question ہے ہمارے پاس Why did David sleep on the floor? Why did David sleep on the floor? Answer نوٹ کر لیجئے. David slept on the floor because the bed was damp. Answer number 1. David slept on the floor because the bed was damp. Question number 2 ہے Why did David shout for his uncle the next morning. Answer. Question number 2 answer is David shouted in fear because the door was locked. Question number 2 answer repeated. David shouted in fear because the door was locked. Question number 3 है Why was David angry? Question number 3 answer is David was angry for his uncle orders to not to go out and not write. Question number 3 answer repeated. David was angry for his uncle's orders to not to go out and not write. Question number 4 is why did he hung the bedclothes out of the window? Question number 4 answer is he washed the clothes and hung them to get dry. Question number 4 answer repeated. He washed the clothes and hung them to get dry. Question number 5 is question number 5 is do you think that porridge is a cheap or expensive food? Question number 5 answer is porridge is a cheap food because a miser like Ebenezer was happy to use it. Question number 5 answer repeated. Porridge is a cheap food because a miser like Ebenezer was happy to use it. Question number 6 is what is a miser? Question number 6 answer is miser is a person who does not spend money on the necessities of life. Question number 6, answer repeated. Miser is a person who does not spend money on the necessities of life. Question number 7, why was it very dark? Your answer should make 2 points. Question number 7, answer is it was a cloudy, dark night. Therefore, there was darkness in the tower. Question number 7, answer repeated. It was a cloudy, dark night. Therefore, there was darkness in the tower. Question number 8 is, why did Uncle Ebenezer say no when David asked for a light? Question number 8, answer is he wanted the David should fall down due to darkness. Therefore, he did not allow him light. Question number 8, answer repeated. He wanted the David should fall down due to darkness. Therefore, he did not allow him light. Question number 9, why did David keep one hand on the wall as he climbed the stairs? Question number 9, answer is there was darkness and wall was only things to find the way. Question number 9, answer repeated. There was darkness and wall was only thing to find the way. Question number 10, how did the lightning save David's life? Question number 10, answer is lightning showed David that it was the end of the stairs. Question number 10, answer repeated. Lightning showed David that it was the end of the stairs. Question number 11. Would you have liked to spend a night in the house of chefs? Give as many reasons for your answer as you can. Question number 11. Answer is no, I won't, because there is no proper bedroom and proper arrange of water. Besides that, the home was dirty. Question number 11. Answer repeated. No, I won't, because there is no proper bedroom and proper arrange of water. Besides that, the home was dirty. Question number 12. Now that you have read the whole passage, can you say why Uncle Ebenezer locked David's bedroom door? Why he said that he must not write letter to his friend, and why he did not want him to go away? Question number 12. Answer is he locked it to kidnap David. David could write and get a help for his rescue and get a help for his rescue. Question number 12. Answer repeated. He locked it to kidnap David. David could write and get a help for his rescue and get a help for his rescue. The second part is language structure. More about nouns. Nouns are names of things. Some nouns are said to be common nouns. Boy, town, school, and they are split with a small letter. But when we are thinking of one special thing or person, we spell it with a capital letter. Hamid Shah, the Jinnah Girls High School, Karachi. These are called proper noun. Which of these nouns should begin with a capital letter? Now I pointed out those words which should begin with the capital letter. The words are Treasure Island, Treasure Island, Hyderabad, Hyderabad, September, Mr. Ali, Wednesday, Mount Everest, Zubeda, and Asia. These words are start with the capital letters. Part B is When a noun stands for a group of things, it is called a collective noun. Add suitable collective noun to those phrases. First one is a dash of footballer. Answer is a team of footballers. A team of footballers. Second is a dash of cattle. Answer is a herd of cattle. A herd of cattle. Number 3 is a dash of wolves. Answer is a pack of wolves. A pack of wolves. Number 4 is a dash of people in the marketplace. Answer is a crowd of people in the marketplace. Number 5 is a dash of stairs or step. Answer is a flight of stairs or steps. Number 6 is a dash of flower, grapes or banana. Answer is a bunch of flowers, grapes or bananas. Seventh is a dash of lies. Answer is a bundle of lies. A bundle of lies. Number 8 is and dash at a concert. Answer is an audience at a concert. An audience at a concert. Number 9 is a dash of ships. Answer is a flat of sheeps. Number 10 is a dash of playing card. Answer is a packet of playing card. A packet of playing card. Part C. Part C is nouns like beauty, fair, joy, health, pleasure are said to be abstract nouns. Give the abstract nouns formed from these words. The first word is sad. Abstract noun is sad, sadness. Sad, sadness. Hate, hated. Mix, mixture. Friend, friendship. Poor, poverty. Know, knowledge. Stupid, stupidity. Ignore, ignorance. Deep, depth. High, height. clean, cleanness. Young, youth. Wealthy, wealth. Strong, strength. Believe, belief. Suspicious, suspicious. Suspicion. Part D. Some nouns change when they are used in the feminine form. For example, prince, princess. Here, princess is said to be the feminine from a prince. Give the feminine form of these nouns. Actor, actress. Master, mistress. Headmaster, headmistress. Dog, bitch. Tiger, tigress. Bridegroom, bride. Host, hostess. Loin, lioness. In English, we often find two nouns joined together to make a new word. For example, school and master. These are known as compound nouns. A stick used for a walking is called a walking stick. Sometimes they are written with a hyphen, and sometimes they are written as one word. Although sometimes they are left as two. When saying them, it is important to place a stress on the first syllable. Schoolmaster, walking stick. If we do not this, then the meaning change. For example, blackbird is any kind of bird that is black. But a blackbird is a certain kind of bird. Practice saying these words. Shopkeeper, bookcase, postcard, sunshine, boxing match, dining room, writing paper, sea snake, thunderstorm. Punctuation. The boy's book, one boy. Kim's bicycle. The horse legs, one horse. The boy's books, more than one boy. The horse's legs, more than one horse. The man's hat. The men's hats. Study the example. Where would you put the comma in the phrases? My sister had the old man's stick. The girl's school. The headmaster's speech. The children's face. The woman's voices. The two cats' tails. The ship's engine. The next part is spelling. Most nouns form their plural more than one by adding S. Books, cats, rats, tips, logs. In these words, the sound is double S. But remember that in many cases the sound is Z. Roads, days, flags, hills, teams, doors, knives, donkeys. Sometimes the sound is horses, judges, churches, eyelashes. But some nouns have a different spelling in the plural. Read spelling rule number 1 at the end of the book, then give the plural of these words. Words are desk, mouse, wife, child, knife, roof, toy, donkey, sheep, fly, atlas, volcano, tooth, foot, daughter-in-law, gas, scissor, trouser. The next part is composition. Imagine that you are David. Write a letter to a friend telling him what happened to you at the house of Shep. The last part is useful words and phrases. Up and down. Add up or down. Number 1 is the children climbed up the hill and ran down the other side. The children climbed up the hill and ran down the other side. Second is, as he was going up the stairs to his bedroom, he slipped and fell right down to the bedroom. As he was going up the stairs to his bedroom, he slipped and fell right down to the bedroom. Third one is, the boys sat down after greeting their teacher. Then they sat up and paid attention when he began to talk. Number 4 is, please sit down. There is no need to stand up. There is much more difficult. Number 6 is, he pulled up a chair and sat down beside me. Number 7 is, you must decide. It is up to you. Number 8 is, time is up. Put down your pens and hand up your answer book. Number 9 is, he got up early one morning and went down to have some breakfast. Number 10 is, the sun has gone down but the moon has not come up yet. Number 11 is the defeated soldier gave up the struggle and threw down their weapons. Number 12 is speak up, I can't hear you. Number 13, I am blowing up the tires of my bicycle. Someone has let them down. 14 is since you have been away from school for some time, you will have to work hard to make up for it. Dear students, चैप्टर नंबर 2 की रीडिंग और कंप्लीट एक्सरसाइज आपको करवा दी गई है. रीडिंग की प्रैक्टिस कीजिए और एक्सरसाइज में करवाया गया काम अपनी कॉपीज़ में नीट कीजिए. इंशाल्लाह अगले चैप्टर में आपसे दोबारा मुलाकात होगी. तब तक के लिए अल्लाह हाफ़िज़.